Hello folks, I'm just driving back from the TPAS conference on the boring motorway, and I thought I'd do a little mini vlog actually about the session I've just run. So I just did a session with Steve Morgan from Weights and Alison Wilkinson from Mears and Eric Slate, who's part of Mears Change Club. But the purpose of the session was to inform people about the Social Value Act, not just social value, social value with a capital S. And what really surprised me was how few people in the room actually were aware of the Social Value Act, not just the consequences or the repercussions or the meaning or significance it had for them and what they could bring to the table as tenants, but actually just quite widespread lack of awareness. I'm on a panel for a white paper review of the Social Value Act that's happening soon, and I think as well as just reviewing the act and the uptake, I think there's a piece about communication. I think we need to spread the word more. One thing that always struck me about the Social Value Act is that councils, housing associations, everyone should have been all over it. They should have really lapped it up. This is brilliant for them. This is great news. This is getting their supply chain to get involved. So they should have been all over it. But what I've found is it is often led by the supply chain themselves. We will give you so many apprenticeships for every £1 million you spend, that kind of stuff. And Weights and Mears are actually two examples of people who do social value work quite well, work very closely with their customers to identify need, community need and stuff like that. They're two particularly good examples, which is why we used them in the session. But on the whole, I think we could do a much better job as a sector. So it was quite good, the session. We ended up saying to people, go and talk to your organisations. Some of these people are board members. Say, we want to see, how did you consider social value on that piece of procurement? Which departments are considering it? Because most of the social value work I see tends to happen in housing management. It's around repairs contracts and gas contracts and boiler changing contracts, all of that stuff. But we spend a huge amount of money on development, on solicitors' fees, on conveyancing and all that, consultants, land buy, all of that stuff. We're constantly spending, millions and millions of pounds doing, but actually we don't often see the social value of that. So one of the things we said to them was go back, challenge the organisation and say, show me how you consider social value, show me how that consideration is relevant to your priorities, community priorities, and show me how that is universal and consistent across the organisation and not just in the housing management. So yeah, I think there's definitely work to do going forward, and it was quite nice. I saw a couple of tweets saying they want to see more about it, so there's obviously an appetite to learn more about this, to do more. So watch this space. I'm sure we'll do some stuff. All right, I'll see you later. A few miles to go.